The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him.
Kamara.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the Saints first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mark.
Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score is Saints 7, Falcons nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Damian Rattling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught at the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Third and goal, Jackson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
31's the mic. Get away from him. 31's the mic. Not today, Rob. Not today. Check 24. Check 24. Got it. Check.
To throw is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
They go play action now. Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to have the hook up to QT.
Bring in the second
and
string.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kiki QT. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Trip. 82's moving. 82. Brilliant. 31's the mic. Hey, let's get in that hole. Check 4. Gun. You don't want none. Watch the twist.
Now Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Throwing again, Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Pass incomplete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
The 45-yard line.
31, Tom! Get up the field. Shoot! Got it. Motion. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Let's go!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
31.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's get off the field. 20. 31's the mic. Get that. Gun. 31's the mic. Gotta do better.
Now Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch two.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
48-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
31's the mic.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Watch twins. Hey, express. Gun. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Ready, we're ready. We're ready. 56. 56. 56. All day. All day. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports.
All time.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Logan. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
The ball carrier.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They run again with Logan. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he finds Cook. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the Falcons' 41-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. On 1st down, Ryan. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Just keeping the play alive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
We got 4. We got 4. Wait! 31's the mic. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. 36, 36. 25, check 25. Check, ready to go.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
5, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff for the Falcons.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That'll make it 1st and 15. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it got his man complete. 30, 10, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Saints 28, Falcons 27.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Richter to kick off for the Falcons.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.